This is the Arcane Dice Podcast.
Deep below the city of Waterdeep lies the Ender Mountain, home of forgotten civilizations. Levels upon levels filled with monstrosities, madness, violence, and riches beyond belief. Home to Halaster Blackcloak, the Mad Mage. Those who enter are subjected to his whims and fancies, be they boon or bane. It's 1 gold for the ride down. How many are lucky enough to pay to come back up? The Arcane Dice Podcast presents Dungeon Crawl, Legacy of the Mad Mage.
Everybody's surviving? Nobody's floating away in the rain?
Finally getting it. It's glorious.
I made the mistake of riding my unicycle into work today.
Oh no, more.
So how does
Yeah.
your unicycle
Coming
work
home,
in the
must
rain?
have-
Really well.
How's it charging right now?
I left it out in the garage in case it decides to spontaneously catch fire.
That's
Yeah, I was gonna
smart,
say
yeah.
that's probably not a terrible idea.
Yeah. But yeah, it was just like surfing. Just
Little hydroplane.
yeah. I was really missing my full
That-
face mask too.
Yeah.
So
So is that like a
I just have like a
is this solid wheel
Sorry, go ahead.
or is it a air wheel?
solid wheel.
Like is it a
I
is it
thought it
inflatable
inflates.
or is,
Oh yeah, no, it's got an inner
Oh,
tube. Yeah, it
or
inflates.
is it just like a fucking forklift wheel kind of thing?
No, it's pretty nice. Yeah, it gives where it needs to and it's firm where it should be.
Right?
I can't imagine having a solid wheel on that thing and hitting a bump, what it would do to your
Oh,
knees
yeah.
every time. Like,
I'm sure there
Oh, there's
I'm sh-
versions that actually have suspension, so
Whoa, yours doesn't, eh?
they're probably a lot better. No, I was going for like high performance, super speed, and all the other ones are much bigger and heavier.
And more expensive?
Yeah, I mean, moderately. Yeah, I think you can get one now for like $5,000 that'll do 90 kilometers an hour, but it weighs like 120 pounds.
See, I have a hard time just wanting to do 120 kilometer an hour on 2 wheels, let alone just 1 wheel,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
4 wheels.
Four wheels.
When you're just leaning into the wind. When you're just leaning into the window, Dave.
Yeah, but I mean, 4
So
wheels,
exhilarating.
windows, climate control, radio, comfy seat,
Cup holder.
cup holder.
Yeah.
Very important, cup holder.
No cup holder.
dirty cager.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
It's funny. I had this guy pull up. He was making a right-hand turn. So he was looking left, crossed over like the pedestrian crosswalk, blocks it, isn't looking like in my direction at all. Like I had to full stop and I'm kind of just standing there in like a bright yellow vest, bright yellow gloves, fucking headlight on this thing, fucking flashy lights going on it and everything. And I'm just sit there waiting to like make eye contact with the guy. Finally, he looks back to the right again to see if like there's anybody else there. Sees me, goes, throws it in reverse and just like, so fucking glad there was nobody behind him. Holy shit. So I was like, it's good.
I mean,
I want to catch Morley on base one day. That would be epic. So that I can, salute him and throw him right off fucking track as he's rolling down the road. There's that one. I got a captain on a bicycle one time. Fuck, I have never laughed so hard in my life. In Kingston, he rode past me on his bicycle, so I saluted him. and he crashed into the fucking trees trying to fucking return it. It was fucking, it
Was-
was golden. Loved it.
Was he in uniform?
Murphy is hands.
Yeah.
No uniform.
Yeah,
Rolling full civio.
I guess in a bright yellow vest and bright yellow gloves just don't really.
And no pants.
So,
No pants.
question:
Free balling in the wind.
has
Yes.
dress rules changed? I thought you guys weren't supposed to wear your uniform to work anymore after what happened in Ottawa.
That's not dress regulations. That's just
Threat level.
security posture and threat level.
Yeah.
So they don't mind. They don't really care too much now.
Okay.
For a short period of time. And I mean, I've never enjoyed like wearing my uniform home and taking it off at home. I just leave it at work. That way it's at work. And
Yeah.
But you see guys all the time in like grocery stores around North Edmonton that are wearing their uniform and stuff like that. It's
Well, because I thought it used to be like you're supposed to wear it to and from work. Don't make more than like 1 to 2 stops if you absolutely have to. And then
yeah, that was just that was a unit policy more than a base. That was just
Yeah.
A lot of the Patricia battalions are like, you're driving home, drive fucking home, go get changed there, fucking.
I mean, but
Yeah.
really,
But
Patricia's
there
most
was-
of the time they're just wearing those obscenely short shorts and a PT shirt.
Yeah. Like this is
Ah.
uniform, right? This is PT uniform? No?
The Ranger Silkies are glorious. Let me tell you.
Until you like lift,
You just
until you
don't
lift
worry
your
about the
leg
Ranger
or bend
Silkies.
over, or there's a breeze, or
Yeah,
Are you running
we had a
with
guy
these
over in
out?
Afghanistan. I'm not going to name his name, but he did an interview with a civilian who came in for doing some stuff, and she sat down for an interview with him. And we are in Afghanistan, so we don't have like chairs in the interview room. It's all set up for shuras with the locals. And this fella comes in wearing just his Ranger Silkies and sits down, balls like hanging out the side. Like,
Crisscross applesauce.
I'm not talking like you can't really see. I'm talking about like full on there they
Yeah.
are kind of thing. Like, yeah. And I can't believe that this woman kept the interview going. Like she
professional.
had her points. Oh yeah. And we're all standing behind just like, oh my God. Oh my God.
I'm sorry, are these not just like running shorts?
No, there.
No, these are the ask your dad about the Ranger Silkies. So they're just like
Super
I think the
high
longest
cut.
they are is like 5 to 7 inches long from like hip all the way down to the
And
bottom of the
These
leg.
just look like men's running
Yeah,
shorts.
but they have a slit on the side,
No.
and
This is just
Yeah.
girl shorts.
Yep, the girl's business doesn't like flop out the side. though.
70s.
There's nothing hugging.
70s girls shorts.
Oh,
Why don't you guys just like you guys have army issue like tighty whities? Just wear them.
Oh no. I mean, the newer ones are better than the old ones, where the old ones used to split you in half.
the old one's never had a butt.
No, I'm not kidding. Like the old ones were just this, like they were indestructible material, so there was no flex, there was no give. So if you like tried to squat down to pick something up, they could literally like cut you where you fucking, yeah, they'd separate your testicles in ways that you didn't fucking want to.
One of the guys went to the hospital after getting a wedgie.
Yeah. I mean, the boxers were nice-ish.
The
Mhm.
boxers were the ones that never had the fucking button in the front.
Well, they're just basically the same stuff as most boxers now. It's that lycra and
No, I mean
spandex
the old
and yada,
cotton
yada,
boxers.
Yeah, the ones with the elastic that was like this fucking thick.
yeah,
Fruit of the Looms.
Oh, there was no fruit.
No,
in it.
no.
Yeah.
no.
You know what? No, the
These were the wish version.
like on
of Fruit of the
trend
Looms.
now. Who is it? Who made the Calvin Klein underwear that has like the massive fucking band?
Yeah. Yep. It was like an A7A strap around your
Yep.
waist. It was amazing.
Well, yeah, but it would go like over your belly button up to your nipples almost because of how long the fucking.
Sounds like ideal underwear.
No. It was almost another form of body
Yeah,
armor
not,
for
not when
Christ's
you're
sake.
wearing fucking 80 pounds and it's all wrapped around you and you got to pee.
Are they stab proof?
Yeah.
No.
Fuck no.
Only from the inside.
Yeah.
I'm not
They were-
saying
they
I
were
haven't
horrible.
cut myself out of a pair.
Oh my gosh! So 2 ladies got in a fight outside my house today.
Fist fight? Like fisticuffs?
No, none of the boys are on Snapchat. No,
I'm
they
a
were coming
Snapchatter.
down my road, which is not a through road. Morley, I will get you on Snapchat. Not a through road, my road, right? And they both refused to move to the side because it's not a through road. You're not supposed to be driving. It's not a fucking wide road. You can't pass each other if there's cars on the street. So they just sat there honking at one another. And then I was like, what the fuck is going on? So I come out of my office and there's this woman who is out of her car, like dancing in front of this other person's car and like smacking her hood. And this lady is just on her horn. And I was like, what the fuck is happening? So I was taking a video because I was like, well, like if a fight happens, at least I have it for the police
Views.
report.
Our views.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, or the
Hold on.
So,
You video recorded it and you didn't send it to us? How rude.
Snapchat.
Well, you can send it to other things.
You got to be able to save that
I
video.
don't have enough memory on my phone.
What?
My phone will not allow me to send emails from it anymore because the storage is too full.
So you should
Subscribe to our Patreon.
Delete something.
And your donations
So-
will go towards Chase and a new phone.
Chase has more than enough money, Marshall.
We will get Jesse on Patreon again in his construction outfit, working for money for Chase's new phone.
Work for work.
We'll dress him up like a sexy barbarian. He's a little hairy right now. No, so my neighbor went out. Sweet lady, love her to bits. And so she's like, guys, like, fuck off. It's not a through road. I'm gonna call the cops if you don't figure your shit out. And like they like swore at her and like stuff like that. I was just filming it. Jesse was in the bath and he was like, what is happening? So I'm sending in the videos. And then they like finally some guy comes up behind them and they clear out, they figure their stuff out. And she threw a coffee at her car, my neighbor's car.
That's horrible. You shouldn't abuse coffee like that.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And coffee, depending on what's in it. Old Brownie fucking got out of his vehicle there one day and he
Oh.
slipped because of the ice. So he dumped his coffee onto my car and onto the windshield. And he didn't tell me about it. So I go home that night. And when I go to use my windshield wipers to get some of the snow and grit off, it just like streaks fat. I was like, what the fuck is this? So it took me
That's
forever and a lot of fucking windshield washer fluid to get through that. And then I go in the next day and Brian's like, oh yeah, I accidentally spilled a coffee on your
Remember
car.
that? Yeah.
Accidentally, huh?
Thanks for the memo. I think the worst thing I've ever done with coffee is when I had my escape, I put my cup on the top, and then like the first stop I made, it just like tipped and just like spilled, and I was like, "What is happening?" Like
Horrible.
The
Yeah.
brown shower.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible abuse of coffee.
And Dave's eye automatically twitched because it could sense coffee somewhere had been spilled.
oh, because my schedule is not changing, I need to book an appointment.
There you go,
for
Jess.
Thursday.
What happened to
Don't let me forget.
what happened to Matt?
Oh, he pieced out a while ago.
Well, yeah, but
Figured
we
he
were,
would come
we were
back,
figuring he was
right?
going to come back at some point.
He's got his ears on. He'd probably hear us talking shit about it.
I'm gonna fill my cup.
Want to refill the cup?
How far can you guys push your nose across your face?
What? But I don't know. I don't do things like that. I'm an adult, Morley.
Where's that gotten you?
I don't know. That's a good question. Where has that gotten you?
Right?
Oh.
Tune in next time for the
Oh, oh.
conclusion of our shopping episode. That's what I saw.
He's back.
Oh, he's got the
I was
spectacles.
I was doing laundry.
Doing the
Oh.
laundry. Oh,
I was doing laundry.
right. Last week we can work this out while Chase gets some water. Last week you guys, well, you pissed off Dwarven Smithy,
You got the fuck out of there real
right?
fast.
Yeah, you obviously read the memo that you are allowed to run away. So that worked out in your favor. As opposed to me killing you all in a non-existent encounter.
True.
And then you ended up at Thimblewines, I believe. Thimblewines Pawn Shop. and you did some selling and not that much buying.
Yep. Tried to sell the crab shell necklace. Not interested.
It wasn't
Offered up some copper dragon bones. They politely declined.
all right. Politely declined. But yeah, you guys sold some stuff. I believe I said it was what, 250 for a healing potion?
Yep.
Yeah.
Is it still?
Just like 150, I think you said. Right, Matt?
No,
Just
not
150?
250.
Say again.
You're failing me, Matt. You're failing me.
So I
think it was
We could've got the price
150.
down.
I didn't hear the question.
Two-
The healing
Cost-
Yeah,
potions.
250.
How much they were? They were too much.
Yeah.
That's all I remember. The price
You
was
missed the opportunity, Matt.
extravagant. There was no opportunity. Dave was not going to sell
There
it for
was.
less.
Yeah, almost like it was
If we could-
5 times the price.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 times the price. This is like Monty Python. There is no 5. 5 is right out.
Right out. Yeah. You guys, are you done? Are you done the shop run? What are you guys still looking for? What do you need?
I thought we were going over to the other. No, sorry. We didn't sell anything at the first
Right.
place. I ran out of there. We sold everything at the other
Right,
place.
right,
Gotcha.
right.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
Um,
And do you remember why we didn't sell anything at the other place?
right.
A
Oh
certain
yeah.
goblin.
Oh yeah.
That's all right. Betty used to do the same thing. So, but not spit.
Yeah. So let's see what else is here in the in Skullport. Well, you've hit Timplewine's pawn shop. You're right by the Black Tankard, which is another bar. Down to the south is Dead Man's Corner.
Oh, isn't that where we came
That's
in?
where you came in.
Okay.
There's Gaiad's Distillery, which I guess is it's kind of like another kind of bar, or distillery, anyways. There's the Sea Chest, place you go for chests, strong boxes, and other containers. Flagon and Dragon you've been to. There's the Sword and Sextant, the Feathered Rat, Belglar's Foundry, though I don't think you want to go back there.
I don't think you know that for sure.
Yeah.
What did we have to do when we were here again?
I already asked about side quests. Nobody's saying shit.
Yeah.
Well, Chase did her side quest. She had to pay somebody off for assistance earlier
Yeah.
for somebody else.
There's the Poisoned
What?
Quill.
Okay.
The Lantern Lighters.
What is that hum?
I don't know. Doomathon's Jest. The Overflowing Urn. The Nightshade's Caress. There's a restaurant, the Worm's Gullet,
We don't
on
have
the upper
anything.
level.
If we don't need to do anything else here, why don't we go back into the Dungeon? What are you laughing about?
I knew you'd want to go back in there.
Right?
Well, I mean, obviously, if this is not anywhere that we're uncovering new ground or new stuff, there's more levels in the dungeon that we're going to need to do. So,
That you're not wrong. The one problem we have is this is also one of the areas that the certain beholder is kind of in power.
Right,
so
right. That is true.
But are we on their good side or
Guys,
their bad side?
I have an idea. There's this well right here. We should go sing into it.
I'm game just to find out what happens when a certain bard sings into a well.
There's also a well over on this side too, in the far east.
Screw
there's
the well.
one
I want to go see what the skull is.
Shortly after we,
My well is
Yeah.
closer to the thing that Raph wants to go
Does
to.
Raph want to go?
sure.
What does he want to check?
I gotta
Check the map.
Okay.
Raph wants to go into this well so we can all sing into it.
I never said go into the well.
Go to the well so we can all sing into it. It'll be a bonding experience.
That well all the way over there? Or
I think if Chase wants us to go to that well for her to sing into, she's actually going to have to sing something into it.
Yep.
Agreed.
all right.
Bluff called.
Better find some lyrics real quick, Chase.
I mean, the last time Chase invented a song, it got pretty catchy.
I can't hear you.
Yeah, you guys fucking raised me last time. I can sing that song. I know that by heart.
The old SpongeBob.
Who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
SpongeBob SquarePants, who's yellow, porous, and absorbent to see. SpongeBob SquarePants, it's nautical nonsense and something you wish. SpongeBob SquarePants, then drop on the deck and flop like a fish. SpongeBob SquarePants, SpongeBob SquarePants, SpongeBob SquarePants, SpongeBob SquarePants. Okay, that's it.
Please tell me that we're over at the well and she has just done this.
Well, if you want to sing the SpongeBob
Yep.
SquarePants sound at the well, let's see what's around that well.
I mean, it is a shanty.
It is.
And this is how we get a cease and desist letter from SpongeBob SquarePants.
Ooh, guys, what if I enchanted that song so it was like a song of rest, but I enchanted the water for a little bit?
I'd probably be a very brave soul who drinks from these wells, but
They got to be getting water
Yeah,
from
probably.
I
somewhere.
feel like it's
Although
less.
you said this was
water
connected
well.
to the sea outside, so this would most likely be salt
well,
water.
I would say brackish.
How are you?
I would say the bay is
Probably-
brackish. You got the river running into the bay, and then the ocean running into so the bay
The bay.
down by the bay.
Probably more of a public place to relieve yourself than anything.
Well, you can usually see, like, if you go where there's fresh water and salt water joining, they actually, it looks like oil and water mixing. You actually get a split divide. It's pretty cool.
You know what that's called? Good fishing.
Yes.
So am I enchanting the well with my beautiful singing prowess?
You know what?
Because you guys were gonna get the Muppet song was my original
Roll me.
plan. So
Dude, 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 dude,
Uh,
dude, dude.
oh, I was singing mana mana na 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 na.
That's not the
na.
Muppet
It was one of the
I mean,
Muppets.
it's a Muppet song.
Right.
That's
It
not a
is a
Muppet
Muppet
song.
song.
They also did that on
Sesame
Sesame
Street.
it's called
Yeah, but they did it on
Sesame
the Muppets
Street.
first.
Yeah. I
think
don't
it
know if that's
is.
true.
I've also seen it at the zoo.
I have
So-
seen it at the zoo
Guys,
as well, and well done her.
I don't think I understand that reference, but when that song came out, I worked at a movie theater. It was in the Muppets
You don't.
movie.
It was on the
Yes,
TV
yes,
shows
yes, yeah,
before it went to the
way
Muppets
before
movie.
that. That song came out before you were born.
Yeah.
I couldn't do Muppets
The
or
original Dudes is a 70s hippie stoner, and that was accurate for the time that it came out in. So
couldn't do Muppets or Sesame Street because I had a crippling fear of puppets for a while, and they gave me night terrors. Because the first movie I ever watched with puppets was The Crystal Skull.
Crystal Skull.
Oh, you mean the Dark Crystal?
the dark,
Dark Crystal. That's it.
the
yeah.
Crystal Skull. I was like,
Crystal.
Indiana Jones, you were that young when it came out.
I don't remember-
It was
Oh, I
like
feel
it was
older.
like 2 years ago, guys.
Dark Crystal had it on VHS. We had that like special like dark purpley one, and now I was like, "This is so cool! It's like my bright red Teletubbies VHS." It was
The
not.
Dark Crystal
Yeah.
was an excellent fucking movie.
Oh, it's great. As an adult, you don't let your 4-year-old watch it.
Well, that's like
I-
Watership Down. My mom thought it was about
We
bunnies.
all
It's
we all
about bunnies,
turned
all
out
right.
fine watching that as a kid.
So it was Basic Instinct.
The Dark
Yeah.
Crystal, Labyrinth, Never Ending Story.
Oh, never-ending story. The fucking horse.
Never-ending story
Which-
is
which
so
was-
fucked up.
Hey, no bringing up Art's
What,
Act.
what
It's
was
still
the
too
David
soon.
Bowie one?
Labyrinth.
Labyrinth. Okay,
Labyrinth.
there was
Labyrinth.
another one.
It was
But
Goblin
there's another
King.
one that came out same
The old cod
same
piece.
concept as Labyrinth. I can't remember the name of it, but it'll come to me. No, yeah,
Gremlins?
Gremlins or Lady Hawk. Man, fucking the 80s.
Lady Hawk wasn't
the
scary.
80s
Come
was
on.
Willow.
Yep.
Willow
I
was
mean,
fantastic.
Ghostbusters.
Still
so
fucking
many
fantastic.
life-changing and affirming and crushing movies for us
Actually-
as children.
Watching Willow as a kid, I dug up roots and chewed them, and my dad was like, "Why are you doing that?" What hurt my chest? And he was like, "What the fuck is happening?" Like,
Tennis root.
But okay, roll me. You know what? Roll me a spell DC using charisma, I guess, using your charisma attack. See if you hit your DC.
Good luck, Chase.
okay, so you want me to reach my DC while rolling charisma?
It'd be like a save, right? But we're gonna.
Okay, so my saving throw DC is a 14. I rolled a 15 with my +3 to charisma.
there
It's
you
an
go.
18.
Would this be a performance?
Oh well, if we're doing performance,
Yeah,
I blew it out of the fucking water.
Yeah, I would say there's probably a magical taint to the water. Oh,
That makes mentioning
Yeah.
Labyrinth even worse.
Mm.
The cod piece.
Taint.
they got to bring that cod pieces.
No, I hear he didn't stuff at all.
Can I've used like a fuck ton of healing potions at this point. Can I fill up the empty bottles with this water?
Try.
Yeah, but it'll only give you 1d4 minus 1.
That's still fucking 3 hit points you can potentially earn. Does that -1 work if you get a 1 though? Do you get 0
Just
or
one.
is it
Just
the
minimum
minimum 1?
I'll let you fill up 3.
You're talking and you're muted there, Chase. We can't hear a word you're saying.
But
Well,
I have
that's-
7 bottles. What happens to the
Well,
other
you-
4?
You're getting free healing potions that Matt just paid 750 gold for, so
Okay, I'll take 3.
1d4 minus 1. Write that down.
1d4 minus 1 times 3.
No, you don't get to times it by 3. So yeah, I mean, you guys, if there's things you need to resupply on, obviously it's not going to be
rations.
cheap.
So multiply it by 5
Give or
times.
take, based on the store. If you want rations, you can get from the Dark Harvest Market. You can get rations there.
Jack Habit.
What is the sea
What is
chest?
the sea chest? It's a
Yeah.
shop used to sell chests, strong boxes, and other containers.
It's a topless mermaid bar.
Yeah.
Guys, I was just thinking, like, you've never seen it, but like a container store.
Right.
Imagine the like storage section of a
Right.
Canadian Tire, but an entire store of it.
Ooh.
It's a container store. Every little white girl
Oh, you
will
gotta
love
have
that.
container stores.
How many gold pieces is a platinum? 10 or
should be
100?
10.
10. 10 is. It says right if you've got the. Well, you
Yeah.
probably don't have the sheet. But yeah. So platinum is 10, electrum is 5.
I thought we were gonna make our way up to
Yeah,
this
well-
thing that Raph tried to get to the skull.
Okay. I mean, we're right there. May as well.
Can I, before we enter, can I stand over here and figure out what these things from the ceiling are, or these walls? What the fuck are
those are
these?
bird cages.
They're lamps.
Where are you?
Why aren't they anywhere else?
I don't know. They're flavor things for the map, really. Yeah.
Okay.
I thought they were like
Chase,
bird
you should
cages that
taste
you
one
hang.
because they're flavor for the map.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought they were bird cages
Lick the map, Chase.
that you like put people in, like Mad Mardigan.
Why don't you taste them? Matt, why are you in a collared shirt?
'Cause I didn't get changed from
Okay.
work and I don't wear an army uniform. Why are you yelling at me?
I mean, he's got you
I don't
there.
wear an army uniform. This is how I work, including the
I
yoga
also
pants.
don't work from home.
Come on.
I'm in the public, and I need them to look at me and go, he's a well-dressed man. I should give him lots of my money.
He knows what he's
Right.
talking about.
I like his shoes. Here's $1,000.
I can't say anything. I got paid silly amounts of money to go and walk around Blatchford on Fridays. So.
Blanchford.
In jeans.
What happened in Blanchford?
Like the carbon neutral community that they're building in Edmonton.
Oh yeah. Down where the old Muni was.
It took over the
You got
airport.
paid
Yeah.
to walk
Oh, the
around
old
in jeans.
airport. Cool.
So
In the sun, it was
why
awful.
were we not offered this opportunity to get paid to walk around in jeans? We all have jeans, and we like money.
Do you have to sell
Do I have what?
renewable products?
Yep.
Do you have to sell
Oh, it was a
renewable
work thing, eh?
products?
I bet you if you'd had a collared shirt, you'd have sold more.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Right?
I mean, probably not.
No big
Or a
deal.
pair of the Ranger Silkies.
Wasn't attire. No, I wore a fucking blazer and it was hell. Fridays are also casual days. We get to wear jeans.
Blazer and jeans. I think we're done in here, and we really don't have to have any interaction with the garrison, which was the second level of this place. Which were we told not to go to the second
You
or the
weren't told to
third
go
level?
nowhere. You were just told not to fucking mess around.
Well, I thought we were told that there was like the headquarters for their
Oh,
group was on
okay.
the second
No,
or third
you're
floor,
looking.
and
You're
that
thinking of the Skull Fort, which
Oh.
you saw when you came in, and I didn't put the map up here. But let me show you the Skull Fort.
Okay,
Dave-
but speaking of skulls, nothing happens with this thing.
Yeah, nothing happens
is
to
this
that.
thing?
It's just basically
Dave, remind me how many of those healing potions did they have?
they had I think they had 3.
there was
And they
3.
were-
It was
they were not
750
open
gold.
to any kind of bartering or anything like that.
No. Cassius.
It's a
Cash is
seller's
king.
market.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna buy the 3 healing potions.
What? For 2
What
poor
good
Alright,
is
so we're
gold
over on
gonna do
this
me if I
side.
die?
Yeah. So 750 gold.
But then that's something that we
Yeah.
can loot off your body, though.
All right.
You can loot healing potions.
Oh.
750, right? Okay, I still have 689 gold.
What? Shit.
There is still the we went into the sword and sextant.
No, you
did
haven't.
we not?
You thought about it, but
I've not made our way there.
you didn't make your way there yet.
We didn't make it our way.
The sword and sextant, is that that should be on this level?
Well, that puts
Yeah,
me
the
at
southeast.
12 healing potions.
That puts us at.
Well, between or all of the healing potions I have, there are 24 in my bag of holding.
Ooh. That's
Wow.
better than none.
It's true.
Yeah, Harumph
Yeah.
has 0.
Do you want some? Do you want to?
It probably wouldn't be terrible to have at least a couple in case of
Okay.
me being out of spells.
I will adjust
can I have
mine
2?
down to 10, and you can have 2. Chitari, do you
Have 2.
need any healing potions?
I actually still have a few on my persons, as well as those funny ones that I just made.
Okay. And Broseph, Corey, do you need any?
I made
I'm checking out.
I
now.
like
Good soup.
12 of the 22 I now have are yours. So
I still have 5.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So you guys want to head to the Sword and Sextant?
Yes, please.
I just.
All right. You guys walk into the Sword and Sextant.
Yes.
Snazzy little shop, as best can be, I guess. I mean, this is a rundown town kind of place. Like, the outside's all battered and tattered. But as you walk in, you see 2 halflings in there. Kind of sitting around a large table in the middle of the looks more like a library than anything. Scrolls tucked into the walls and holders and things like that. And they look up and they say, "Good day, welcome. How can we help you?"
Put it on our TikTok. I just saved it.
TikTok.
Oh, sorry.
How can they help us? I will inquire if they have maps of the Mad Mage's various levels.
Maps. A gleam fills one of their eyes. Oh, maps. Do we ever have maps? What would you like a map of?
Okay.
How
Well,
can
we
I
are
help
currently
you?
we're on 3rd level, right?
You are on the 3rd level.
So I would like to see 3rd level, 4th level, 5th level, possibly. So current and 2 future.
Some current and 2 future. Well, I suppose we can do something about that.
Oh, okay.
Sargoth level, the Sargoth level, and he
Sargoth level.
looks at the wall, stares. Aha, over there. Yes, and he plucks one down and he rolls it out. Yes, and you were there. You say you were on the 3rd level.
We are, yes.
We are. Well, perhaps. And he pulls out like a stick of charcoal and a fresh piece of paper. Perhaps we can help each other. As he rolls it out, as you can see, our Sargoth level, well, it's a little empty.
Okay.
Perhaps if you can help me with this level, I can help you with the next one.
I like that. And Corey, being the little doodle mistress that she is, has been making like a shit ton of notes on the map for that level, like as we were progressing through it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this about me, David, but I like to like make notes of places that we've been and doors that we have not opened and stuff.
Have you?
I do like that.
I know you like to draw all over my map.
I mean, your map, my map, Corey's map. It's kind of a group map.
Our map. It's a group project. This is a.
Yeah, it's a Groupon.
A group on. Actually, let's
Pretty
do
sure.
that.
Are we backup
I'm
map?
just-
What's
I-
going on here?
Looking at here, I'm just looking to see what you guys got done on this map here.
Not really. There's just a couple little yellow notes. Pissed off this guy. Bought stuff here. Sold stuff here. Not a lot of notes.
Somebody
on this
roll me. One of you roll me a D100.
Ooh.
one. Not Corey.
Are you sure? Because I've been doing really good with
It
it.
will not be me.
I'll do it.
No. There we go.
All right, Ranamat.
All right. Slash R.
Guys, we should do that with our next characters. Like
84.
their names have to somehow rhyme with our current names.
84. Okay. So he rolls out the Sargoth, level 3 level Sargoth bevel, named after the river Sargoth that runs through it. And he shows you. It seems to be an area you haven't seen, and he says, "We made a deal with one of Azrok's legionnaires, and we've mapped out his area. So you can see towards the northeast, northwest of the level, the actual area of Azrok's Legion where we were to go to meet that Laresh earlier, but haven't quite made it there.
Not yet. We're taking the.
Are we seeing this in the theater?
Well, I'm not
going
going to show it to you. Yeah, but yeah, you can see it in the theater of your mind. What do you want to see? The revealed map? Is that what you're telling me?
I mean, I won't say.
Well, if they have this map, what other maps of other levels do they have of the dungeon? It wouldn't hurt to collect those
We're
if
looking
they
for
are willing
fourth and
to.
fifth, right?
We're looking for all of them if we can get them. How many have they got?
Come on, you really think we're gonna get past level 5 with our current characters?
Yeah, because they'll level up.
So,
Could be months from now.
providing them information on the area that you went through.
Okay.
Right? With you providing information on the area that you went through and them making a copy of everything, you can have this map for 75 gold.
Okay, but what about the map that Shun gave us? Does that not give us an edge?
What did he give you a map of? If trying to remember, that was the second level, was it not?
Like the entirety of it, including booby traps. It was
Yes.
great.
Yes. Yep. That
So
one.
we could trade that information for a lower cost. And they have to copy our maps. We're not
Right.
giving them any maps. We're just
Oh
sharing
well,
the
yeah, no.
information.
I mean,
We're doing a
he would-
sharing of
Oh,
information.
jeez, just the very
What?
thought of taking your
Oh.
map would just send shivers down his spine. As much as he wants it, he
It's
understands.
offensive.
That maps are very important, right? You can't just whatever. That's right. So with the level 2 map, filling in things. Okay, you can have the remainder of the level 3 for 25 gold.
Ooh. What do you think, random at?
I'll pay.
All right. Pay this gentleman for his fine work. Sorry.
I don't
Nice.
suppose you'd have any ability that as we progress through the dungeon, if you had some way, like, we've got this magical bag of holding. Do you have anything that we could simply, as we gain new information on different maps each night, we could simply roll up a scroll or write it out and tuck it into something and it would disappear back to you, so you would have new information here? Was that something that you have that we could, perhaps we could work together, or maybe we could charge you a small fee to be your cartographers within the
Well-
dungeon?
Sounds so made up.
Even better, what if I write you a song so you can remember information?
Ignore her.
Yes.
She's short in the head.
I mean, as
The
much
maps.
as we'd love to have a
short.
cartographer, we have no means of magically receiving them. But
Perhaps you could find a way and get it to us down in the dungeon somehow. A sending spell or some such.
Oh, or word of mouth. We sing a catchy song, they remember it, it makes it all the way back to them, and then they get the useful information that they have, and it's all in code.
Spoken like a woman who's never played telephone.
it just kind of cocks your head at you, Chase.
Did she sing 6 steps to the left and 3 to the right, or
It was.
Did you guys not watch The Witcher? That was the whole PR campaign. Get fucked.
It's been a bit of a rough go through the dungeon, hasn't it? He just stares. I mean, you could try talking to Tasselgrid, and she may have something that could help you do that.
Yes.
Tassel Grid. Where's
Oh,
Tassel
Tassel
Grid?
Grid. Well, she runs the Poison Quill.
Ooh.
Seeing that.
That's on the second level. Middle level, middle to top level. Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
The fact is, Tassel Grid at the Poisoned Quill could probably help you with that, but
Does Quill have 2 L's?
yes,
It does now.
Quill has 2 L's.
Yes. Okay.
But yeah,
Yeah, let's not talk ourselves out of a good deal here.
right.
So
Uh,
I'm good. 25 gold.
Yep, that would be for that section of the map, and I will show you what you see. Now that you're paying out cash money,
Get to see where's.
right?
Practice.
Right, so that will show you
Oh shit!
as rocks hold to the left.
Shit, son. It's a good thing we got a fucking map there.
Jesus.
Yep.
How the fuck did we... How do we get there?
Well, I'm sure you can figure
Probably-
it
Oh, I'm guessing through here.
out. Probably a few ways to get there.
Or this door.
Or that one.
Oh my.
Right. I mean, you guys,
We bamped out of there pretty fucking quick.
yeah, like you went down, like coming through down here at the, along the river. There, like I said, there were all these doors and passageways and things like that for you.
Right on by. Single focus.
Right, single focus. You wanted to get to Skullport, and Skullport you got.
Look at us now.
Look at you now. Look at you now. Yep.
Sweet.
But
Okay.
yeah, so Tassel Grin could possibly sort you out that way. There's the possibility, like they admit, like they can't send or receive stuff magically for you. They would love a cartographer because they love maps and they want to know everything they can about the Undermountain.
Ooh, good. Now that we're like on a first name basis and we've successfully completed a single
You
transaction.
completed a single transaction with what is their name again here? Shoot, I'm not making it up, so it's in the book. But where were they? Fucking with
Frickin' and frackin'.
no, Oleander and Will. Oh, fuck.
Oleander and Will.
Oleander and Will are the two halflings
Okay.
here.
Okay. And who was I speaking to?
You were speaking with Oleander.
Oleander. So you've got us dialed in with the maps, and I thank you for that. But would you happen to have any like modern songs or like some music or sheet music that I might be able to get from my friend over there, just to like update her shit? Some of her stuff is a little dated, and I'd like to provide this for her for like entertainment purposes.
What? Excuse
You're not in this
me?
conversation. Back to your map shit.
Music. Yeah. No, I can't read it. I might as well line the birdcage with it. Maps. Maps is where it's at.
I'm kind of afraid that the bottom of the birdcage is where my friend has gotten her recent material. So, thank you for that. I'll keep my eyes out for it though.
Right. All right. So, map of the next level, the level past the Sargaroth level, the Twisted Caverns.
Yep.
Now, it's not complete.
This is where
It's not complete. I mean, everybody says they're going to come back and let us know. I guess they forget. I don't know. You get busy, whatever. I understand.
Well, again, this would be a great opportunity for you to find some way to create a portal between two bags, or a bag of holding with two openings so we could put something into it and you could pull it out here, so you would never have to enter the dungeon. But you would always have access to any of the research that we found, so that if we do eventually forget about it, you will at least have gotten some research out of those levels. What do
I'll
you
be honest, I
say?
would fucking abuse the shit out of that.
Yeah, you know, I hear what you're saying. I like where you're going. It's bright and flashy. But we do maps.
Surely there has to be somebody in this place that you know that would work with magical items and could possibly produce this.
Well, I like I said, I mean, you could go talk to Tasselgrin, but
Well, yes, we would like to talk to Tasselgrin, but
No.
if we do this with you, we could split the cost and think of all the maps that you could then produce and sell. You could mass produce maps with all of the up-to-date information that you require.
Yeah.
And all we'd need is you would cover 90% and we would cover 10% of the cost.
Oh,
We would throw in 50 and you would
there
throw
it
in
is,
450.
There it is,
There we
there
go.
it is.
There
But
it
again, this is all profit for you after that.
Yeah. No, I get it, but
I mean, you were just going to sell us one map for 75 gold for a partial map. Imagine what you could sell a complete map for every level
well,
for.
like
yeah,
like
see,
76 gold or like 77 gold at least.
right. But see, here's the problem. Here's the problem. I don't know if you noticed. I don't know. I mean, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. I'll definitely give you the benefit of the doubt. You look like people who should get the benefit of the doubt.
We do indeed look like people. We are not 3 kobolds in a trench coat.
This time.
Oh no, the sergeant wouldn't let you in then if you were. I mean, you're not, right? Because he would. Wow, that would piss him off.
I mean, he looks like the man that doesn't let that happen.
Right. So, anyways, benefit of the doubt. Like I said, bright, flashy idea. I mean, you're an idea guy. But the magic doesn't work so well in the Undermountain. I don't know if you noticed that or not.
We have noticed that teleportation or dimensional stuff doesn't seem to be the kind of thing that he wants going on down here.
Yeah. But I mean, hey, you figure it out. You come talk to us, and we'll work something out.
Well, that's not how this works at all. We figure this out. I guess it'll be with somebody else who's willing to put in that effort at the start, not just somebody who wants all the results, but none of the work.
I feel like Harump is that guy who's got like this killer idea for an app, and he just wants you to like code it and write it and color it.
And take all the money.
And he'll only take 10% of the profits. Only 10%. Only 10%.
Is like
it's not even a full idea. It's just like it's the start of an idea. I got a killer plan for a book.
You're right.
Over to you.
Look, just because I don't have an emerald mine and a family that's got an emerald mine doesn't mean my ideas are not worth money.
No, that's
Okay?
good. But and he's like, and really, and I'm not saying you wouldn't give us map stuff. I'm not saying that. I'm sure you would, because I mean, you look like the kind of guy who likes money, right? Like a little bit of money, a little ching ching,
A little bit of the money.
little.
Yes, I like the
But,
money. I have many uses for the monies.
Right, we all do. We love the money. But chances are, and I mean, we haven't seen this exact thing because, I mean, there's no such thing like this yet. But chances are we give it about, I don't know, 5-6 days, and then everything stops.
That's still
Yeah. And then I got an expensive bag that's just sitting on the floor somewhere.
no.
And then
You can simply attach a new
then
bag.
I'm getting, instead of map information, I'm getting finger bones and maybe the odd head, some spider eyes, rotting meat.
We will keep Chitauri away from the bag. You will not get spider eyes, I promise. She will not share those. Those are her
Okay.
currency. She relies on them for her
Bloody
conquests. So,
coppers. I mean,
well, who is the magic user you spoke of on the next level? Perhaps we should go see them and see if we can work out a bargain. Would you be willing to partner for that if we can convince them to do something like this?
Tasselgrin. Yeah, she's well, I mean, she's nice. You'll like her.
Great.
Sounds like good
I
people.
mean, if you ever need to leave in a hurry, she's the one to talk to. But that doesn't mean she can't do other things.
True. Okay, well, would you say that the Sword and Sextant deals in like very specific maps for like very niche places? Would that be something that you're interested in?
Well, the Undermountain. If you can bring me information back about the Undermountain, I will pay you the monies.
But now what about places outside of the Undermountain?
Like where? What do you
Well, I could draw you from memory an incredibly detailed map of the pub, the Slumbering Bard. And it's got like secret compartments. It's got like a legend at the side that correctly explains which one's the men's room and which one's the ladies' room.
Particularly dangerous pub, is it?
I mean, it was back in the day.
I mean-
there's been one or two mysterious missing persons that have come out of that.
People travel the land to come conquer this pub?
Not necessarily conquer it, but we had an awful lot of foot traffic, depending on the season.
Mm-hmm. Is it so big you would need a map?
Not if you're trying to find some of the hidden secret compartments.
No, we're not going to tinkle from that. That's
Well, you know what? Can't say I didn't offer, but
Oh, you did
That's a fair
offer.
one.
You did offer. You got me there. You did offer. We have found extensive market research,
nice.
a lot of surveys. We asked the people, and the people spoke to us, and it's maps of the Undermountain. That's where it's at.
Maps of the Undermountain.
Maps of the
Well-
Undermountain.
I'll tell you what, and I'll grab just a blank piece of parchment that they had laying around. But like, this has been my journey so far. And I'll draw a mountain, and I'll draw a big circle underneath it, and I'll draw a little stick figure, me in a dress. I'm like, this is where I am. You're welcome for that. I'll even sign it.
All right. Oleander looks at it, nods, puts it at the table. Will takes a look at it. And just subconsciously grabs a piece of charcoal and corrects your position on the map.
That was well played. That was great. Well done.
Yeah.
Not above a little pop on the chin. I like that.
Yeah.
Well, if there's no room for this business idea, perhaps we should move along. You see, it'll catch on.
I hope it
And then-
does. I can see a lot of uses for it. food delivery, passing messages. I mean, escaping.
Dungeons and Dragons, skip the dishes. Oh my god.
Right. But I'm gonna be honest with you, and I mean, you seem like good people. Really, and this being Skullport, I'm sure people already have. I mean, the bets, you're gonna be a long shot. A long shot.
Absolutely fair.
Yeah.
Never tell me the
Oh,
odds. kid.
I'm not going to
Alright,
tell you the
okay.
odds. I'm just going to say it's a long shot. I'm gonna put you in the Maggie Simpson category. But
They're still 4 for 5.
I mean,
That's pretty good.
You do you. You guys do you. And if you have, if you make it back, if you have the information and you have the time, well, me and Will are here. We're just, waiting for maps.
Well, I guess off to the rafts then.
But before you go, I mean, we made that one deal. I'll give you another deal. Most of the Twisted Caverns, 150 gold, and that's cutting my own throat.
Oh, Twisted Caverns. That's the next one.
Could be.
That's. Okay. I'll turn to Ranarat, our little hex named goblin. What do you think, Ratty? 150 gold for something about the Twisting Caverns? I mean, you just dropped like a whole bunch of money on 3 healing potions. Think this is worth it?
I'll put up 75.
It'd be a pity if this room full of paper caught fire.
Well, she's batting 1 for 1 right now for right.
Yeah.
That negotiation worked. The spitting on the Durgar's foot negotiation, not so
I mean,
great.
that one could have gone either way. Could have gone either
really
way.
right.
That's what I
Really
thought.
could have.
I mean, it would be a shame if this place
Yeah,
went up.
I'll put up 75.
75. Somebody going to put
I'll
up?
put up 75 if somebody else put up the other.
75. 70.
I mean, to quote Chetney, I ain't bankrolling this.
75. That's like 74 more than I currently own.
What? You should have some gold. Have you not been writing down when you've picked stuff up?
I haven't picked up shit. We'll give it to
It's
Rana
not like
all
we're
the time.
walking around picking up gold coins.
Well, there's several places that you guys have gotten coins. So yes, you have. Literally.
All goes to Ranarats.
All goes to
Got the-
rats.
Bag of the holding.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's-
figured he's been putting it all in there. I don't know.
I mean, does nobody have any other gold? I'm just the bank for the team.
I
Hey, I just
think-
got
I
it.
have
literally have
8 gold
zeros
left. Yeah.
in CP,
Alright, well
SP, EP, GP, and EP.
I'll pay for it all then.
All right.
So what did we buy? Just a map of our the dungeon that we're in.
Yeah.
To a different one called the Twisting Caverns.
Twisted Caverns. And
Isn't that in the level we're on?
Nope.
Oh,
that's
you want me to write that down in my stuff?
and I will send you in the chat. Where's the fucking thing? In the chat. I gotta clear up some space on the Roll20 before I can put the other map up. So
So what's it? Map of the Twisted Caverns,
Yep.
Dave?
uh
If it's not something that we're going to come up to right away, I can I'll remind you later. It's in my list of stuff.
All right, and it's also in the chat now.
Boom. Subscribe to our chat.
Yeah. All right.
Just kidding. You can't. You can't subscribe to our chat.
All right.
Impossible.
Impossible. So this is lower levels. Let's move you to is it upper?
Anybody else see what I can only assume is a dog squatting and taking a poop?
What in the map?
The map. Yeah. Looks very squatty poopy.
Yeah. Possibly.
Is this the Twister Caverns? Is this the level we're in right now?
No, you're in.
No.
You're in. What's the word I'm looking for?
Yes.
You're in Skullport.
Sardaroth? Or no, but where
it came
Oh, you're in Sargroth.
Now we have more of Sargroth, including Azrak's Hold.
Azrak's
Azrak?
Hold is what you have
Yeah,
now.
that's right. Yeah, Azrak's Fort.
Yeah.
Because it says at the top there, Steamfall Pass, Azrak's Fort. I'm assuming that leads right to it. If we
Right. All right. So the poison quill is just
north, up, top, stairs.
yeah, but why is it not? Motherfucker. I'm just looking at all the maps I've got, and they're not. Keelhaul, because that's 3 levels, that's why. Got some garters, but that doesn't explain that. Yeah, so this map isn't as good, but it's still a map.
Still a map,
Still-
he says.
Still a map. Oh, so now it's good. How come it's not good on mine? All right, the Guts and Garters is on the middle level, towards the north there. Or sorry, the Poison Quill, upper level towards the north, northeast, northwest, northwest. Well,
One of those two,
one of
yeah.
those places. Right. One of those places, indeed. So you want to go to the Poison Quill?
I think we
Well,
should make our way there.
Well, we're not going to
Yeah,
Thaglar's
let's
Flounder
Right, nope,
Foundry.
You're not going back there,
Not twice.
right? Poisoned Quill.
Everything went. Oh, I was just too far. Oh, no, wait, this is totally different. No.
What is that?
Something. Yeah. The Poisoned Quill.
Wait, hold on.
Uh,
Tell me if it goes away.
I don't hear it.
I don't hear it.
All right. So what do you guys? You go to head there?
Apparently,
That's what
we're
you
going to the
wanted-
Poison
you
Quill.
said you wanted to talk to Tasselgrin.
Well, I thought Tassigan was in the
she's
Poison
at
Quill.
The Poison Quill. Is that where you just you wanted? You said apparently we're going, and I said I thought you wanted to talk to her, and you're like, I don't know, fucking, what's going on? So you guys.
Comma to
I
talk
don't
to her.
fucking start with commas with Raph. He doesn't understand them. So you guys make your way up to the middle section of Skullport.
Look, just because I understand the Oxford comma and not the William Shatner comma, is not the
And you
fucking
make
same
your
thing.
way to the Poisoned Quill.
Take it away.
Take it away. Yeah, so you open it up, and it's like you go in there, and for lack of a better word, it looks more like a home than a shop more than anything. There's a very old lady in there drinking tea, and she looks up, cocks her head. I'm guessing you're not looking for an escape.
What is this lady, like an assisted suicide? Like what the?
Like, do you mean an escape from like this mortal prison
Life?
that we're all in, or like an escape as in how to get the fuck out of here?
Well, most people who come through my door are usually looking to leave in a hurry. Well, you seem to feel like you're not in a rush.
Not presently.
Presently? Well, come in. It's been a while since I've had company. Would you like a cup of tea?
I don't know how to answer that. Tell you what, whatever you're drinking, I'll have one of those.
A cup of tea? And she kind of gestures to the table, chairs around the table. She gets up, shuffles over to the stove, gets the teapot off, and she grabs a teapot down, and she does the things, and you know how people are, they're muttering and whatever. Makes the tea, puts it on the table, gets some cups. Well, come in. Scones, jam.
Oh shit, it's been a long time since I've had a good scone and jam.
I didn't offer
Absolutely.
I didn't offer a
Well,
good scone. We are in Skullport. She cackles a little
well
bit.
played.
Scone
Yes.
port.
Yep, she sets out a plate of mostly soft scones. Not completely hard. And a little jar of jam with some, spoon in it, and it's lucky I still have a few left over for when Hal stopped by, but I'm sure he won't mind.
Did she say hell?
Just name dropping.
Like Hotel Echo Lima Lima?
No, more Hotel Alpha Lima.
Okay.
Hal?
Hal, not
The robot?
Al.
The space
like-
station?
Oh shit, maybe she means Hallister Black.
What are you doing, Dave?
Can I
Sir.
roll for insight on whether or not whether or not I can infer that she meant Hallister Black
Roll
Cloak?
insight. Is that against? That is against.
That's a good one. That's a damn good one.
Yeah.
And an insight on top of that. That's not too bad. It's a dirty 20. Roll the
Dirty-
17 plus 3.
Dirty 20. Okay, just give me a second. Insight is an intelligence check, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Wisdom?
Insight is wisdom. Wisdom.
Okay. You're not 100% sure. But it's quite possibly she meant Hallister.
Hey, psh.
Interesting. Okay. She said I should still have a few last time Hallister was here.
No, she said when Hal was here.
Okay. From when
Was it Hal Johnson
Could
and
be.
Joanne McLeod?
you wish.
Participation.
Gotta do our exercises at the desk. Oh, man.
finished doing my
Yeah.
notes. And I will pick up on that and say, "Oh, you've seen Hallister. Has it been recently? I mean, we bumped into him just down there at the river. Only yesterday, I believe it was."
Oh, is that so? Well, you must have done something because you're still alive. And she,
I mean, we
she
definitely did
laughs
something.
and pours tea for everybody. So you're not looking to escape. How can I help you? Perhaps you need something
Well,
identified?
I possibly. We were down at the Sword and Sextant talking to that wonderful couple.
Oh, Oleander and Will. Oh, I like them.
Yes.
Jolly
yes,
fellows.
they were quite pleasant. And pretty quick with a joke too. I was quite surprised.
Well, that's a halfling for you.
'Cause, you know, right? You never know what to expect. But my wizened friend here had suggested a business opportunity to them, and they said it wasn't within their capabilities, but they did name drop you. So we thought we would come on by, and my friend here is quite willing to give you a pitch.
A pitch. Oh, we do love a good pitch. Mm-hmm.
Strike one.
Showtime. That's you there, Raph.
Harumph is kind of
just wandering
his
around.
brain has wandered off a little. Yeah.
I will
So you're
I
gonna have to
will
prod him a
come
little.
and like steer you back to the tea setting and say he spent an awful lot of time at the bottom of a pit quite recently, so he's still getting his marbles in a line, so to speak.
Oh. Aren't we all, my dear? Aren't we all? I mean, it's more fun if you just let him ramble.
Sometimes he gets a little dark, and I was like, oh shit, maybe we shouldn't have gone too far down that path. But eventually he comes back to us, and
All right.
next thing we know, he's licking stones, and it's better just to watch him.
Just touching stones, not licking stones. You don't get the vibrations through your tongue. Come on, this is obvious.
I don't know about that, young man.
And I will very softly introduce the idea that Hazen, excuse me, that Harumph had briefly mentioned to the halflings before. You know, you were talking to them about some sort of like dimensional, like sort of post office, or like some way of being able to send information. What was that?
No, it's just a bag of holding with two entrances, so we can put something in and they can take something out, so that we could collect maps for them as we wander the dungeons and areas. Is this within your capabilities? Do you have the ability to
Within my
fabricate?
capabilities. Maybe. But all would be for naught here.
What
It
do you
wouldn't
mean?
work. It's
Why
not
wouldn't
allowed.
it work? Holding isn't allowed?
Leaving the Undermountain that way isn't allowed.
But we're not leaving the Undermountain. It's going from one level of the Undermountain to another level of the Undermountain.
You let an inch through, they take a mile. It's not allowed. Now me, I could all day long. You,
Is this a special working relationship you have with old Hal there?
He pops by from time to time. We chat. We relax. He allows me certain, I know, needs, wants. What's the word I'm looking for? I can get away with a little more than anybody else, but I'm only going to take that inch, not a mile.
Well, this is not an inch or a mile. It's a hidden space. It seems fair enough. We're just sharing information with people back here in Skullport. For them to make a profit, think of the money you could make. I'm sure old Hal wouldn't mind. Just think of the teas you could buy to share with him.
Oh, yes, all sorts of like wonderful, exotic imported teas.
She laughs. Oh, my dear. I'm not here for the money.
Oh, is it?
But you're here for the
Is
tea.
it the company then?
She winks at you.
Oh, you're sweet on this old Hal. Does he even know about it?
Me and Hal have known a long, long time.
Oh, that's just sweet. What would you say the two of you talk the most about?
Oh, could be anything. Could be anything.
Mm-hmm.
You never know with Hal.
Has he ever brought up all the drow that seem to be packing up the lower level?
Oh, he's angry about that. He's not happy.
Aye.
Not happy.
Well, we just helped him out with one of those.
Well, you'll appreciate that. I guess that's why you're still alive when you bumped into him.
What about that weird floating bag of eyeballs that seems to think that he owns a portion of this stuff down here as well? Is he like Team Hal, or is Hal like, get the fuck out of my backyard, you dirty balloon?
Well, it's hard to say. Hard to say.
No, all right. 50-50.
50-50.
That's fair enough.
I mean, you give somebody an inch, they're always going to try to take a mile.
I know I wouldn't mind if old Hal gave me an inch or two. You know what I'm saying? Right there, right. Oh, this is great tea you got
Oh,
here.
it's very good, very good. None of the finest.
And absolutely, you are a true mistress of your craft.
Very much so. Very much so. But, I mean, what are you going to do?
I mean, sometimes you wake up in a bed and you're just like, well, I guess I live here. And then you make it and you clean it up a little bit. And yeah, you're just making the best with what you got.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've lived my life, and now I'm going to enjoy it however I want.
Absolutely. You know what? You do you, girl.
Right?
Eventually a woman gets to like the age at which I am currently enjoying. And her children have left and her husband's passed on, and maybe she doesn't have a passion for the business that she once had before. And she's just, just looking for a bit of adventure. I absolutely get where you're coming from.
Exactly. You get me.
Wait, I thought you were running away from your husband.
No, my husband passed away.
Oh, so it's not just like a super intense game of tag. Noted.
Is that what you got?
A super intense game of tag?
Yeah, like
What? Wouldn't this be a more hide and
very
seek?
stalkery kind of game of tag. Yeah.
And, she winks at you again, Corey.
Mhm.
And, she goes and, she pours a little more tea into your cup. She drops 2 sugars in it, and, she pats you on the head. And as she pats you on the head, she whispers some words.
Ooh. I get a whisper. Guys, it's a whisper.
You get a whisper.
And you're cursed. You said you were gonna hit on her man.
And this shock goes through you. And for the next 48 hours, you are immune to psychic damage. Any effect that would sense its emotion or read your thoughts, divination spells, and the charmed condition. The spell even foils wish spells and spells or effects of similar power used to affect the target's mind or to gain information about the target.
You know what? I like you.
And
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to mark this place on my map as a place to come back and visit once we finish up all this dirty business that we got down here in this basement.
and she says, he's always prying. Always prying. That'll keep him on his toes. And she laughs.
Isn't it always like that with men, though? Like, they're constantly looking for just a little bit more into you.
So, you guys are here in the Poison Quill with Tasselgrin, who, apparently, likes to have tea and crumpets with Hallister Blackcloak. She has told you that it is impossible for that dimensional bag to work. Very good idea, but will not work here. She has offered possibly to identify items that you have. And she could probably provide other services, but you are not trying to escape, so the world's your oyster. And
Ooh, what's this called?
that's just what?
The thing on my head.
Toque. It is a toque.
Cat?
I'm sorry, it's not called the Kaboom Crown.
For nothing.
We figured out what it is.
Oh, but you already identified that, didn't you? You have to, because you're using it.
No, I
attuned
just
to
found
it.
out what it did. I don't actually think I got the name
It's
of
a
it.
circlet of blasting.
Doesn't have a fancy
Circlet of
name.
blasting.
That's the fancy name.
Yeah.
I can't just call it like Sean
Hey,
or something.
You can call your
That's a
circlet of
Sean.
blasting whatever you want. I'm not going to stop you. No, yeah, the circlet of blasting that allows you
Great.
to cast Scorching Ray once a day.
What about this mask? Can you look at this mask?
With the bronze mask?
Yep. Finally crafted. I wrote MASH. Bronze of maddened elder man face. And then it cuts off in very tiny font. What are this? Because I think we've kind of just been futzing around with it and being like, oh, that works.
She laughs. He's so vain. I just can't believe it. I'm sure you know who that is.
You're so vain.
Yes. Is this just like a more ornate hagstone, or like what are we talking
Mask
here?
of Alistair Blackcloak. It's just a mask of his face.
Would you say it's a good likeness?
Yeah.
Like, we've seen him a couple of times, but it's...
Oh wait.
like,
No,
it's only, like,
that's a different
profile.
bronze mask, isn't it? That's the one. Did one fall down? No.
It was like a key, and we could look through and see certain.
Oh
things.
no, that
Yeah,
was
we
the
could
one that
see
led you into
the doorway.
into the demiplane.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a Mask of Hallister.
For that, see if she'll give us a deal.
I think I would probably want
But what
to
if we need it?
a mask that makes me look like Hallister.
Right?
Right?
Might work in like an intimidation sort of scenario.
Possibly.
Great with my disguise kits.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right. Okay. If there's any oysters left to crack, we're going to crack them next week. While you figure out what you guys... Give you an opportunity to go through and find out items that you need identified. Then we'll, if you want them, we can work out a way to identify them next week. And then who knows? Probably end up back in the Sargrath.
Yes.
I've got 3 things actually I need identified.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When
I
is
got
this
that burned
rash?
spell book.
It's a spell book.
I have that lock amulet. And then I also have Ilnor's staff. We should see what that is.
Ilnor staff. Which one was Ilnor?
Here's one of the drow guys that we fought in the temple.
Oh, yes, that's right. And the locket? Where did you get the locket from?
No, Loth's amulet.
Ranarat also has a ring.
I have a ring of swimming, speed of 40 feet.
Yeah, we figured that one out.
Did you pick something up from Hazen?
A handful of ash.
A sword.
Yeah.
Really bad choice for a sword.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think the amulet's magic. Is it? Where do we get this amulet? Let me remind me here.
Off of Teresa or whatever.
Ah,
it is.
Teresa.
Wait, wasn't this the symbol that we had to
Oh
throw
yeah,
in
that was the
water?
holy symbol you had to throw in the water.
Yeah, it's gone.
Go. And I don't have an amulet from Loth.
Yeah.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Yeah. Silly dungeoners.
Yeah.
Make better notes.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's about all I got.
That's all you got?
Yeah,
And the sword.
next week.
All right.
Yeah, we should see if we can pawn that sword off.
So I just question: did you not pick up anything from Hazen?
There's nothing left.
Most of my stuff
Yeah.
was disintegrated. Unless it was magical, it didn't
Yeah.
survive.
Couple of healing potions.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Healing potions, a sword.
I mean,
I have a bottle of Hazen's dust.
she. you
Gimme.
got his magic sword. What more do you want? I mean, I don't know why none of you are using it.
Right?
Pretty much.
It'll make it hard for me to play the symbols.
Not really. You could just
Make you
smash
the
it against the
most-
sword.
All right,
The most righteous symbol player.
all right.
Yeah,
I would-
it'd be
I would love to
symbols
find-
instead of symbols.
I would love to find Chitari a sword that would play music as she's like swinging it around.
I feel like you can start working on that
You guys are
enchantment.
horrible. Yeah, we're gonna leave it at that. Found out a few things. You can't cross dimensions in the Undermountain.
Okay. And if we need to escape, go and see Tassel.
Go see Tasselgrid. She can get you out of here in a flash.
Yep.
Right?
I mean, probably stiff as a board and eyes rolled back in your head, but you're out.
You're out. You're out. That's all that matters. Right?
Yes.
Alrighty. So we're gonna wrap it up here.
Okay.
We're going to get back into it next week. We'll find out. I'm guessing not much really, unless you got other supplies you guys need. You probably get back onto your
Nope.
soggy mushrooms and float back down to the Sargarth level. Find out about Azrak's Hold, or possibly the way down to the Twistwood Caverns.
Ooh, that does sound very, very interesting.
Right? To which you've gotten a map for. Which makes life a little easier, I guess. I don't know. And,
I do like this Tassel lady, though.
oh, yeah, she's great.
She's great.
She's great. Absolutely great. Yeah. I'm gonna go edit then, because that's what we do.
Have fun.
Yeah, right. Actually, I gotta go pee. I'm floating.
That's fair. That's
Absolutely
fair.
floating.
Okay.
All right. You guys have a good
Thanks,
night.
David.
Thanks, Dave.
Stay dry. Stay away from the forest fires. All that kind of fun stuff.
Right.
And we'll see you
If
next
you-
week.
And if you can't stay dry,
Thanks, Dave.
get
Bye,
closer.
folks.
All right.
Just Dave.
All right. Whew.
Bye,
Sorry
everybody.
for making everything
That's all
late
good.
this week. Be prepared for it
It's
next
all
week.
good. Yay. Alrighty. You guys have a good night.